From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. The last federal election is still offering up some surprises. An official with Elections Canada says the seat for a Quebec riding has flipped from the Bloc Québécois to the Liberals by a single vote after a judicial recount was completed. Now, that riding, the Montreal area riding of Terrebonne, has lifted the Liberals to 170 seats in the House of Commons, too shy of the 172 needed for a majority government. There are also 3 judicial recounts still being conducted after last month's elections for 2 ridings in Ontario and 1 in Newfoundland and Labrador. After the recent wildfire trouble in Newfoundland and Labrador, neighboring Nova Scotia has re-established a $25,000 fine for illegal fires. Premier Tim Houston says the staggering fine, first introduced during the devastating Nova Scotia wildfires of 2023, is here to stay. The fine will be in effect each year from March 15th until October 15th between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m., and any other time officials say that burning is not allowed. For thousands of Catholic pilgrims in Rome, it's the unmissable Vatican appointment, the midday Sunday blessing that the Pope delivers from a window overlooking St. Peter's Square. The new Pope, Leo XIV, is scheduled to deliver his first such prayer this morning. Back in 1954, Pope Pius XII started the tradition of a Catholic midday prayer, something that was continued up to the last papacy of Francis, who used the Sunday blessings to call for peace, especially in Ukraine and Gaza. Speaking of Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin has proposed restarting direct talks with the country in Istanbul on May 15th without preconditions. Now, the offer comes in response to Ukraine and its allies urging Moscow to commit to an unconditional 30-day ceasefire or face additional sanctions. Here's reporter Selena Wang.
We appear to be seeing the Trump administration and key European players presenting this united front, presenting this ultimatum to Vladimir Putin. These key powers, you have France, Germany, the United Kingdom, and Poland, calling for a full unconditional ceasefire. They're demanding that Putin accept this ceasefire, or together they're going to increase sanctions on Moscow and increase military support to Ukraine.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has previously said he was ready for peace talks, but only after a ceasefire is put in place. And finally, from the world of entertainment, Mexican-American country music star Johnny Rodriguez has died. He was best known for chart-topping hits in the 1970s, including I Just Can't Get Her Out of My Mind, Riding My Thumb to Mexico, and That's the Way Love Goes. Rodriguez was named the most promising male vocalist at the 1972 Academy of Country Music Awards. He died peacefully, surrounded by his family on Friday. He was 73. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, starting off in the NHL, well, Freddie Anderson made 21 saves as the Carolina Hurricanes blanked the visiting Washington Capitals 4-0 to take a 2-1 lead in their second-round series. Riley Smith, meantime, scored his second goal of the game with just 0.4 seconds left in regulation as the Vegas Golden Knights came from behind to defeat the Edmonton Oilers 4-3, cutting their second-round series deficit in half. Meanwhile, in the MLB, Bo Bichette's 2-run homer in the 5th inning kicked off Toronto's comeback. Addison Barger hit a tie-breaking single in the 8th inning to ice it, as the Blue Jays rallied from a 3-run deficit to beat the Seattle Mariners 6-3. On the pitch, CF Montreal held on to beat New York City FC 1-0. Toronto FC managed to get a goal and an assist from Lorenzo Insigne to beat the visiting DC United 2-0. And in the NBA, the visiting Boston Celtics registered their first win of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals by dunking the New York Knicks 115-93. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.